And it's that moment that we have to disembark and get ready with everything. So it's got these priority tags. They gave me also the little thing for us to put the names of our Euros, who's the crew members that we want to say, "Yay, great job." Oh my, it's such a horrible moment. Look at the confusion we've got here. Let's pack, and put all these clothes stuck in the bags. Whew. It's been a great period. I can only say that my sweet year has been an amazing place to be. Can't complain. Is this something I will repeat? Check future episodes to get more details. So here I am with renewed energy after my Panama Canal cruise on the Norwegian Joy. It was so good, and there is a special thanks I have to do, which is to the staff that has been assisting me during the cruise. So before anything, let's go to the thank you note on these people that have been great. Let me present you Sophie and Gladys. They've been supporting me during this moment at the Avon restaurant. Super. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
And with me, I've got here Ahmed. Okay. He's been my attendant in the room. Amazing work. He's done everything. I even needed to glue my phone carriage. He helped me, got me super glue. Super thanks.
Thank you, Alex. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
I want to talk to you about Arnold. He's been making my drinks here on Waterfront, Decade Sugarcane. Thank you so much for all the drinks, Arnold.
Welcome. You're welcome.
Hi, guys. This is Jungi. He goes above and beyond the duty, and he got me cocktails from a bar 2 kilometers away. Awesome. Thank you, Jungi. Let me present to you Santos. He's been helping me here at the pool deck. Thank you, Santos, for everything. Yeah, guys, let me present to you Patrick. He is who keeps the concierge, the wheels here at the Avon working. So, Patrick, I would like to say thank you for all this great time I've had here at the Avon.
Well, you're most welcome. Pleasure is all ours, and we are looking forward for your return.
Oh yeah, I've already got my next NCL Avon booked.
That's good, meaning that we did something good.
Definitely. This is Mel. She's been my amazing butler here at the Avon. Mel, I just want to say thank you for everything. Especially she was always bringing me the coffee, the espresso capsules, and a lot of coffee cups. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, Sir Alex.
Pleasure. Good. And I have to be grateful also for you to have subscribed my channel. A big thank you. It's getting closer to becoming a professional channel, so that is so good. And as we say thanks, let me grab a cup of coffee to get the energy flowing, will you? And let me use this beautiful mug I got in Guatemala during the trip. Isn't it nice? It has got the motifs of Mundo Maya, so to the Maya traditions. Ready now for the story. Yeah, and coffee is a big thing with me, and I need to have my coffee all the time. Did you check my video on coffee on the Norwegian Joy? Check it out. It is surprising, and an espresso machine is kind of the thing. And I have to say once more a big thank you to Mal, my butler, while I was on the Norwegian Joy. She was amazing, always bringing me coffee, keeping the cups full. All good. And talking about the staff, now, one thing I noticed overall is the staff does feel to be quite overworked. And I think this has got to do with the policies of the company, of shrinking the personnel and reducing the quantity of service. I think it is about to come to a rupture moment. It will break sooner or later. Norwegian can't be reducing the staff all the time. Now we notice things like after 10-ish o'clock in the evening, suddenly the quantity of staff you see on board the ship doing services reduces dramatically. A lot of stuff stop operating after that time. Even the outside bars in the promenade, the wavefront, which I loved a lot, they started to become like low on people. Then they want to pack all the shares, to tie them for the security of the overnight. It felt weird. Even in the Haven, everything starts slowing down after 10. And this has to do with quantity of staff, and they don't have all that people to do that. So after a while, everybody just starts to go back to their cabins, which was something a bit weird. I was with low expectations already, particularly on the entertainment front, because of hearing that the entertainment teams have been reduced. But it was even below my expectation, to be honest. They only had one production show in 2 weeks' time. Norwegian, you can't treat your customers like this. Sorry, you simply can't. I know there's a lot of other stuff you've put on, and talking with other passengers, I did notice that in general, people kind of accommodate themselves to the things, and it made me get the opinion that there are more things besides the production shows. Okay, there's the evening entertainment, there are the singers, there are some bands around the ship, but this has been reduced too much. And things that would be normal to have in smaller venues, more cozy, end up going into the main theater, and then the main theater doesn't fill up, so it feels very, very awkward. You can enjoy, you can have fun, but it did feel a bit on the low side. And why I'm saying this, because while it feels like your staff, like room attendants, these guys are overworked. They are so overworked that they don't have time for anything else. You just can't put too much pressure and too much work on them. The fact that the company reduced all this quantity of people and made only one turnaround for the room during the day, especially families with smaller kids, they will suffer brutally with this. And when I talked even with people without kids, it's already not a satisfying experience. And what happened, and I think this is because you reduce so much the staff. The staff are kind of afraid of getting fired because of all these reductions. And what we notice is the typical standard behavior, that the staff has with the customers. All the staff is being very, very conservative, as if they were afraid that something could happen with them if they somehow are in the edges of the behavior. You want people that want to satisfy your customers as much as you want, and they go over that edge. Now, in an environment where the people have reduced brutally the quantity of workplaces, the company has probably selected the people that are most within the standardized boundaries. So what I notice is, in general, the staff doesn't want to go that extra up to satisfy your customers. And that is not good. In the long run, it's not good. You will be able to keep, or Norwegian will be able to keep the business while you have customers that don't have reference of what other companies do, but as soon as they start comparing with other companies. So first-time cruises, of course, it's easy to satisfy them. They don't have a terms of reference. Customers that have been loyal to Norwegian and have always been with Norwegian probably will continue because they don't have that frame of comparison. But customers that tend to select different companies, sooner or later they will figure out that something is different with NCL as compared to the other companies. And why I'm saying this, because I want this to be a constructive feedback, and the company should invest in these things because the ships are good. And there is one thing that was simply amazing throughout this cruise, which was food. Food was amazing, but even so, I did get some passengers that did complain about the food because the variety, they don't change as often, and at a certain moment in time, they tend to go to the buffet quite a lot. Once more, the food at the buffet was very good. But now comes the problem of the staff operating the buffet. In general, staff operating whatever within the cruise ship. And what I notice is, while other companies, when they change from like the morning to the lunch and then from lunch to dinner, there's always food on the buffet. In Norwegian, no. There are clearly times where there is no food on that moment in time, which is not necessarily bad, but people do expect to go and get some food somewhere. That becomes kind of interesting. And this in the buffet doesn't happen in Norwegian. It stops like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the afternoon food, and then you only get food from 5. Yeah, I know, you've got your Horizon Lounge, but you can't pack 1,000 people in the Horizon Lounge to get the food there, or the Observatory Lounge. You simply can't pack all that many people in there. So we have to be careful. What I recommend is getting one side of the buffet operating with a more restrict, and then changing to the other, and then opening for the big hours of the day. And this has to be done with staff. You can't simply reduce the staff forever and expect it to be kind of cool. Good food, the good ship. The ship is beautiful. It allows a lot of things to happen. But getting a little bit more on the staff side, you do need to get the people and make the people empowered to have decisions to help the customers. It felt very much like a black and white rules environment. I did not see or did not notice, in general, 80% of the staff willing to do something beyond what is the defined rule set to help and satisfy the customers getting an enjoyable experience. Of course, 20% did. And I'm happy to meet those. Take example, you are in a bar. This bar doesn't have cocktails, so you can't ask for a cocktail there. But some staff members, when you ask for the cocktail, if they are waiting on you, they'll be nice and they'll go to the next closest bar to try to get the cocktail for you and bring it back. But it's not the norm, so I was very happy to have found some of the waiters that were willing to do this. But then comes another problem, is as the passengers find these waiters, they become more and more overworked. And you could feel the people being very, very overworked. And that translates in not being with a happy smile all the time. They can't. It's just humanly impossible. You can't expect them to be with a happy smile. So while it was a good experience, I did not enjoy so much on this thing of the way the staff is treated. And another example, some problems happened. I saw with some other passengers, fortunately not with me, that the expectation of the cruise was not as it was. And, because of either the climate, the weather conditions, they have to close certain areas of the ship, and this got some people a little bit concerned. And then when they want to complain, the solution of Norwegian appalled me. It was, instead of giving, I don't know, some onboard credit or whatever, they said, we'll reduce the gratuities of the staff, and you don't have to pay the gratuities, which would represent $300-400 per person in the cabin doing that. Honestly, is this the solution? Take the money out of your own staff to somehow keep the customers satisfied for not giving the full service. That is not even a responsibility of the customers, which is not even the responsibility of the staff. It doesn't feel like the company is dealing well with the staff, and we need happy staff to have happy customers. So it was nice. It was a good vacation. I enjoyed a lot the cruise experience. But if I would say is get a little bit more staff, get more coffee, and get more entertainment. These three things were lacking in general around the ship. But besides that, a big thank you for all the crew members that supported me during this. I can't only stress enough. Big thank you. You guys so overdid it. So good. Well, I hope you enjoyed a little bit of this ramble of me after disembarking and back at home. But I had to say something. I really appreciated the work that was done. I hope you guys do. And if you did, subscribe to the channel. There is a lot of stuff on cruising that I look from the experience side of it. Thank you.